Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing to start here is Tua. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Mahomes' throw is caught here by Anderson. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he rifles one incomplete. The Chargers at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go. Black shot. Red cycle.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing now is Mahomes. There's Evans again, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. So a forced interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks him. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 36. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Watson, 36 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0.
14, Chargers, nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A give running right is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Right back to Mitchell here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 43. Here's Mitchell. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown. And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once,
touchdown, Chargers! Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some space here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On the counter, Mitchell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. Ready?
Play action, now it's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Yellow. Squad red.
An inside give to Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Chargers, first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Now Tua. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Kadarius Toney from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That's complete to Toney. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tua now on 1st down. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Tua. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going to get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Tua. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Black shot. Red, cycle.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll find Jones again, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 2 and now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Another run to Mitchell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A give here to Mitchell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Albert O. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
It's complete. Burks. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Right side to Watson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes going to throw it here. That is caught by Anderson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you